Warning, Caffeinated Conquest features adult nerds using adult language. Seriously, don't say we didn't warn you.
Previously, on Rise of the Free States. Quick recap. You had set up a meeting between Louis Fortier and Jeremy McNeil. Meanwhile, in exchange for teaching you to wield a sword... You didn't take your label off. Anyway, in exchange for teaching you to wield a sword, Jeremy McNeil sent you to pick up some anarchs that had recently come in. You found them getting their asses beat in a racially motivated hate crime. You, Byrick, Ash, and Jabril, or as I like to refer to you as the ethnically diverse task force, in an act of poetic justice, put down the racists. Several were drank.
We're the minority.
And you guys basically told McNeil what happened. McNeil flipped shit, went to go take it up with the prince, as this was a textbook failure of the prince being unable to protect the anarchs that are under his domain. And as you attempted to follow Jeremy McNeil, hijinks ensued when you arrived at the restaurant that the prince was said to frequent. He was nowhere to be found. Smiling Jack lit fire to the place.
He also destroyed my car.
And meanwhile, you guys decided to go stake out the art museum, where you were supposed to bring Murphy Fierro the following day. Note to self, don't ever give you guys a day to do anything, because it's not gonna fucking happen. So you brought Murphy Fierro, or you and Murphy Fierro went there with Betty, summoned a ghost to look inside. The ghost said that there's somebody being tortured inside. Murphy Fierro's natural recourse is to drop you and Betty off a bar and run a fucking car into the foyer of the museum, which is now on fire, which is when you guys arrived. Basically coming to the conclusion that Jeremy McNeil was taken into the art museum. And that is where we resume right now. So I do believe that you and Betty Riverdale are still at the bar.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask you guys, before you go into the burning art museum, are you going to go back to pick them up? It matters.
Pick them up?
Yeah.
I don't think we know he's at the bar, do we?
Yeah.
Only he knows.
It's just really on you, Murphy.
You can be like, where the fuck is Carlo, if anybody, cares about him.
I know.
I
Where,
wouldn't remember.
I'm in the midst of capping people.
don't you have a ghoul or something you're supposed to be taking care of?
She's at a bar with fucking Carlo.
You really don't know how this works?
Look, I left her there. They didn't need to be a part of this.
Will you at least go pick them up before this situation gets any more out of control?
Do you see this burning building? There's a dead fucker right in front.
More dead people can wait.
I don't have a goddamn car, but you guys do.
No, we no longer have a car.
Look,
Smiling Jack thought it'd be funny to destroy it.
there's my car as I point to the front of the building.
Typical murder.
Did you guys steal a car?
Yeah, we had to steal a car.
All right. It got messy.
Oh man, I
No,
forgot about
that also involves several deaths.
This is just getting messy as the night goes on.
Good news is we can just blame the prince.
Hey.
Heck, if you were more powerful, He would have been able to stop us.
Alright, I don't know how the fuck we're gonna get Carlo here. I wish we had telepathy. Carlo.
How far away is the bar?
Should take down the street, right?
I think I left them probably a few blocks down the road, maybe 4 or 5. If we all hoof it, we can avoid being the assists.
But we need to go inside.
How about you allow the 3 of us to be damage control?
Oh, again? Don't mind if I do!
I don't know if Byrick Ash knows how to be damage control. I think he knows how to control damage.
It's kind of like using a stick of dynamite to blow up like a road blockage, is how I see it.
Or
Except you kind of put too much dynamite in there unwittingly, and you kind of got some of the building longer.
Or, to control a forest fire, you like...
Start another fire. Byrick Ash is the second fire. He is the flame that consumes the next
Now,
fire.
there is a chance that second fire can burn out of control. That's a risk we're willing to take.
However, we have a better idea of knowing how to use that fire.
I look around and say, I start the fires, I don't put them out. And I walk to the bar.
You're gonna walk.
Ah, fuck it, I'll hoof it. I was gonna saunter so they could have fun shooting people.
So, if anyone asks, we're gonna start the fire.
It has been burning.
That sounds like it might be a song someday.
What kind of idiot would write that? Okay.
We should... It looks like the entire building's on fire as far as I can tell, but we should perhaps see if there is an entryway currently not in flames considering our undead condition.
Is there a back door?
Murphy knows that there's a back door. You can assume that there's a back door.
There's also a front.
If Murphy can figure it out, you already know it.
But he's a detective.
He's totally logical.
Knows the ins and outs of every building.
Cold relax. In any case, run to the bar. All these fuckers do that.
Okay, so you're gonna run. If you guys are... So the building is currently on fire. Nobody knows how fast or how much it's going to spread. So, just like walking willingly into a patch of sunlight, I'm going to ask you guys to spend a point of willpower to enter the museum while it is on fire, unless somebody can convince me why that doesn't need to happen.
Can't I just roll courage? Isn't that more like a reflexive thing? Not a conscious thing?
It's more like I'm going to run through the patch of sunlight. I can say, no, you're not. I can allow you to spend a willpower to overrule me and say, my character's very determined, I'm going to go through this patch of sunlight. I kind of feel like stepping into a burning building is similar to that. Now, it's not all the way on fire, so I've got some wiggle room if you guys can convince me.
I mean, he only set the front on fire.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Xavier wins. I will allow you guys to enter with a courage difficulty 8.
That's my best one.
Yeah, that is mine.
I did.
Difficulty 8. 2 successes. Well, 1 success.
Okay.
4.
4 successes?
Yeah.
On courage?
Yeah.
How many dots do you have?
5.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Walking in.
Yeah, you guys don't care.
Byrick Ash is very much the though I walk through the shadow of the valley of the death, I fear no evil, for I am the baddest motherfucker in the valley.
He goes to the front door when it's on.
The shadows.
So you guys go around the art gallery.
He goes to the front
Quick,
door.
make shadows so we don't see the fire.
I was actually thinking about
The plan B, if we don't see the fire, we can't be afraid of it.
So you guys go around the back of the art gallery. There's still trash strewn everywhere. There's like a dead rat next to a used heroin needle.
yes.
Murphy.
The Italian has been here.
Those are, see, if this was a video game, those would be the save points.
The rat with the needle in it.
Reload last save. He just goes back to the rat.
Rekindled fire.
That's our Estes.
No, he got.
Rat heroin.
And he grabs. He wakes up from his coma a couple episodes ago, from whenever he's on with the first rat. He's waking up from
Yeah. That's just like, wow, that was one hell of a high.
Whoa, it blows up houses, man. Damn. That was crazy.
Didn't mean to do
Let's
that.
not do that again.
Reload that save deck. Alright, so taking it back.
Alright, so you guys make your way through the back door. Now you are sitting at the last round with Betty Riverdale, and so far it's just been kind of quiet. You guys haven't really spoken much, so what do you do?
It's getting a little awkward.
Like,
Wanna start hitting on her?
You mean crying?
Exactly what I meant.
my friend Spaghetti's dying out here.
You don't know you're dying.
Oh, he's spaghetti.
He's dying a little on the inside all the time.
Mom spaghetti?
You didn't mom spaghetti? Yeah. Well. Aren't you afraid that your master's gonna die? Or you don't care anymore at this point?
Sick of his shit. Fuck it.
Just go straight for the guttural.
That's a heavy question. So wait, you're one of these two, right? You're a vampire?
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately,
sorry,
too.
vampire.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm a vampire.
we try to do it out loud like that, but yeah, I'm a vampire.
So I mean, what do you know about this? Did your Murphy teach you stuff?
You tell me stuff, but it seems like they pull the wrong stuff. Because I get the wrong I get the old school necromancy flaws or traits. This was.
Let me tell you about my traits.
What is your HP?
I don't know what your intelligence is at, so you might not get this.
Yeah, I saw your old school necromancy back there in the car.
Oh, that's the new one. That's the one I had to teach myself, or like have my cousin teach me because they took me the wrong
They
one.
purposely trained you as a joke.
You taught yourself to do that? Can I teach myself to do that? I can talk to dead people? I mean technically I'm talking to a dead person right now, you know what I mean? So I mean it's not impossible.
It's impossible. I'm not sure how it works either. I just know I can do this part, but I'm not sure if you can. I'm pretty sure you can do this.
Don't teach her how to do it, but tell her you're teaching her.
I am your Murphy now.
First, go up to the corpse, lick its face. That'll summon the spirit.
You're not doing it right. You gotta lick it harder.
Put your tongue in its nostril.
Look, let me ask you a question. Alright, can I level with you?
Yeah.
How long have you been a vampire?
Longer than your master, I think, or I don't know. Yeah.
You remember what it's like when you were new? You know what it's like feeling like you're over your head? I don't know anything about this, and Fiero hasn't told me anything. I killed somebody last night. I've been on the force 12 years, never discharged my gun once outside the firing range. And the other night I wake up over a dead body. I wasn't ready for this.
Every time I have to feed, I like it hurts the person that's like I'm feeding them because of the pain of the fangs that I have.
So how do you do it?
I just have you have to live on. I don't know.
You're not gonna tell how you actually do it.
Very hard to with my character. It'd be so much different.
You'd be like in fucking Kodor when you have like the good aligned companions. You're trying to get them to go dark side with you. You're like, well, you see, everybody else is weak.
Can I confide in you something?
No.
Go for it, Betty.
You can't tell him I said this, okay? I don't know how much I trust Fiero. I mean, I'd like to say his heart is in the right place, but
But he doesn't have.
he makes some decisions that I don't think he's thought all the way through.
Well, he dropped
And-
this off here.
And I don't know if I can trust him to teach me enough to know how to survive. Can you teach me something? Can you tell me how to do this? I mean, you've been at it longer than him, so you gotta have more experience, right?
That's.
That was exactly the reaction I was hoping for.
I can teach you how to get a
Have you ever gotten a sad Andy?
Don't just make me sandpaper though. That's just weird.
No, we don't say that. That's when the cat licks your penis. The cat is fine too. It sounded like, I don't know what I'm doing, dude. I just work here.
No, pretty much. I'm just trying to survive the best way I can.
That was not what she asked in the slightest.
If you wanna, I guess, stick around and try to.
Watch and learn from the master.
I want it.
I forgot what I was gonna say now. After yours, didn't I? If you wanna learn to survive in this world, you gotta get rid of your emotions to the most, like your human emotion for the most part. You can't.
What's your humanity at? You're at 5 humanity.
Yeah.
Do you just want to refer her to me at this point?
Yeah.
Just go talk to the tall dude.
Get rid of my human emotions. Why?
It'll make life easier, but it'll also make it. It'll numb you.
You saying I gotta kill somebody?
You already did. But
Wait,
you don't have to kill him every time you.
Step 1 accomplished.
but that was a one-time thing. You're saying I gotta do it again. I mean, if I gotta get rid of my emotions, that means I gotta protect myself from something, right?
You have to protect yourself from Murphy sometimes too.
Murder Murphy.
Then becomes the master.
There can only be 2.
The Murphy's like, no, I'm the other guy right now.
She can't have 2 masters. She's gonna have to kill one.
Sith rules.
Like you don't have to kill only if you have. Oh, you have to kill only when you have to. Or you don't have to kill them, but you just have to take what you can, take what you need, and just lick the wound dry, and you're.
But you're saying I should be prepared to kill someone.
Yeah, you should be prepared to kill someone. Yes.
And this like worried look.
That's a good lesson just to have altogether.
That's basic stoicism.
This is Los Angeles vibe anyway. Yeah.
So
It's
she
not
sort
that
of.
bad right now.
This sort of worried look comes over her face, and her expression sort of becomes rigid as she's trying to, I guess, solidify herself against this tempest that's brewing in her head. And she says, "All right, let's do it."
What are we doing? Are we gonna kill someone already or not?
Last time I killed somebody, I don't even remember. It was like something inside of me was taking control. I was watching from my own eyes as I jumped on this guy, and I just ripped him apart. If I need to kill to survive, I need to know that I can do it. And that means I gotta do it on my own terms. What's her blood point looking like?
Hers?
Yeah.
Well, she just had some.
It was at this point that Carlo Martino realized he had fucked
Like the new prince right here, guys.
She has full blood.
the
No
hamsters.
No willpower.
The hamsters.
Yes, she does.
They're all checked out.
Oh. You used all her willpower? Jesus Christ, I gave her like 2 sessions ago. 3.
You forget that you gave her to Fierro.
Okay.
She needed to really think about what we were doing.
I might have murdered her, or I might have murdered her if she didn't.
So you're gonna teach me how to do it or what?
Tom Knight?
Let's throw this table that way. That's getting
Some people thrive a little too well in chaos.
Me or him?
No, him, no.
Oh man. But do you really need to do it right now though, or do you wanna let her wait a little bit and see what happens?
Slow down.
You were giving such back and forth advice.
He is both the good cop and the bad cop.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Apparently there's people looking for Murphy, like he's wanted or something. I could have to kill to save my own life tomorrow. I might not get another chance. Right now, nothing's happening. Murphy left us at a bar.
Oh man, I want him to open up right now.
I actually have a chance to learn from somebody that knows what they're doing. And if I got Murphy looking over me, I mean, God knows.
Adam, you have another character concept ready, right?
But the 40s, yeah, or the later 40s.
Is it equation, Adam?
You read my mind.
Ex-kamikaze.
He died while being a vampire. What do you say?
He died while being a vampire. You...
Fine, the best way to do it is just go in the alley. Let's go to the. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here then.
It's just like, all right, let's go kill someone.
Well, who's it gonna be?
We gotta.
One of these schmucks.
We gotta find someone who's alone right at the moment. We gotta find an easy target for the beginners, you know.
There's a couple people here at the bar.
Or you can try to seduce one of the guys and take him to the restroom. You can get him.
Bite his dick right off.
It's like it's straight through there. It'll be nice and easy.
Hold the balls, squeeze them a little bit.
What's her stats?
I don't think she's a very seductive woman.
Her seduction skills are in the toilet.
But people, it's like the last call though, right? So people are gonna
She
be like,
focused on her career.
But
I think we've proven that's not very good
it's
either.
appearance subterfuge for the first roll.
But then a lot of people, but Chaz, a lot of people are intoxicated right now though. Wouldn't they? They had to go home with anybody.
Fair point.
Oh.
Difficulty 2.
So you've done this before, right? So
You've seduced me.
look, I
No, he has not.
I never been the type to pick up guys before at the bar. I need you to tell me what to say and what to do.
Well, you first start.
You have to tell her how you do it, though. Unless you're trying to make it up on the spot. So you're like, I don't want my cool new protege to think I'm pathetic.
So how does Carlo Martino get the lane?
I think you killed Tom.
Go on now. I'm waiting.
This is at a bar, remember, she doesn't have time for that. Getting their bento boxes.
And when the friendship, I can't do that.
Go up, stroke their cocks. Boom. Deal sealed.
Bob, how big is the bust? Or
How big? How big is her bust?
She's got 3 in appearance and nothing in subterfuge.
That does not explain.
She's got some basic assets. She doesn't know how to use them.
She's like a 6.
Alright, Bob, you know what to do. Roll the die.
Let's see. Is it like cup size?
I didn't know we were playing mate tonight.
It's a 1, so that's she's got A's.
and like with the uniform on,
is she still wearing the cop uniform then, or?
not anymore.
Betty might be a little heavy.
They're A's.
At this point, Carlo is just like, finally, someone more pathetic than me.
Did you know Murphy likes
Carlo, this is your chance. You can seduce her. Your time is now. This is your time.
Don't put Adam under pressure. You know what happens.
I died, Tom.
I don't know who's gonna die. He'll find a way.
Like, I'll grab the. No.
First, you pour all the alcohol on the bar, and then you light it on fire. Roll in it, and that shows the opposite sex how hot you are.
You're like, man.
Eye contact. No.
No.
Does she know that? No, she doesn't.
You didn't teach her.
I didn't teach her jack shit. Just slap her really fucking hard and she'll know she has that fortitude.
Oh yeah, that's all you
Bam.
gave her was fortitude.
Yeah, because I wanted her to live.
No, she didn't want to.
Life with Murphy-Fiero's certainly in the fast lane.
Just waiting to show up.
She's almost a caitiff.
Scoop my baby off her feet somehow.
She might as well be.
She's better off.
And then we'll like communally raise her.
Oh, she's gonna be like her pet project.
She'll get all of our disciplines.
Well, everyone has to be assigned the roles.
I'll
Are we
get
gonna
her-
samurai jack her?
Yes. Murphy, you lost custody.
Damn it.
You have the new prince in order.
Alright, so what are you gonna do?
I'm first look around the bar and see if like anybody that's like leaning on the edge of like passed out drunk kind of.
There's nobody passed out drunk.
Or not like passed out drunk, but
I know what you're talking about.
just like-
So you've got a couple of people sitting alone at the bar. In one of the corner booths, there's this sort of older looking woman, maybe early 40s. She's just starting to go over the hill. And her looks are not quite what they once were. You can see the laugh lines are more prominent, her cheeks sink a little bit, and she seems to be just staring meekly into a martini, wearing something for a woman half her age. Just perhaps, if you could read her mind, maybe she's lamenting the bygone days. On the stool at the corner of the bar, there's a blue-collar working type. You know, he's got a name tag that says Chuck. Older, more rotund guy with thin hair up top, and he just sort of leans over the counter onto a cheap beer and just sort of mumbles to himself, but you can't quite catch it underneath his breath. At the other end of the bar, there is what appears to be a younger, maybe early 30s man of Hispanic descent, and he looks like a laborer type. You know, his clothes are dirty, like he's been working in either the field or maybe like mechanics or some sort of dirty work all day, and he just completely looks exhausted. And the only thing that's keeping him going is just the drink in front of him right now, as he just tries to put himself back together to face another day of being completely unappreciated. And that's what you see at the bar at fucking 2 in the morning.
Like, Betty, go talk to the worker guy Chuck right over there. He looks like
He looks easy.
He looks like your strike zone.
this
that Latino fellow's too good for you.
just like take a shot glass with you, an empty shot glass, just to show and then now this
make him drink it.
And just stumble over there, and just like give him a hug, and it's just like, hey Chuck, a long time no see. Like just like
Can we get a light counter?
no.
All right.
And
Alright.
see what happens.
She sort of like goes to down her drink and oh wait.
And then vomits.
She sort of like
She just like rim it and
She sort of like
put it on her neck.
tries to like nonchalantly pour it out, and she goes staggering up to Chuck. I would like you to roll me a manipulation subterfuge for Betty Riverdale. She has 2 dots,
Oh dear God.
and she fucking aced it.
This man is drunk and desperate.
So she goes, "Hey, Chuck, long time no see. Who the fuck are you?" And then she starts panicking and looking over towards you.
Like it's
You can do the crotch grab motion.
just I'm doing that exactly that. Just grab the crotch.
Grab the crotch.
Grab the cock!
You remember me? It's like, I guess like, can I have my ghost talk to her or no? What's going on here?
You can. I
messages.
believe you have 4 or 5 more tasks of it for the rest of the month. Yes, you can do that.
That is that is just the worst task.
Grab his crotch. Take him to the bathroom.
Tell him exactly that.
God damn it, Adam.
You're gonna tell your ghost to tell her to grab his crotch.
So you have to summon the ghost first. How are you gonna do this?
I just pull up the pocket watch and like.
Going ghost.
What did I call him? Not old.
You're gonna have to go in private for this.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't, but
I'm just like get drunk at the. Hey, you fucking ghost! Get your fucking ass out of here!
This pocket watch is lying to me. You think you're better than me?
Watch looked at me funny.
you do still have Murphy's heroin kit.
Oh yeah, for the.
Use it as.
So in case you died, he could summon you as a wraith.
Yeah.
Use them as throwing.
As kunai.
I said throwing knives.
Yeah.
He's a weeb. They're always kunai. So yeah. So what did you just sort of like leave her to panic?
No, I guess like with the ghosts ready, or you'd have to summon the ghost first.
You would have to summon the ghost. So do you motion to her to grab the crotch?
It's like.
And she so she sort of like follows your lead. Says, "You remember me? It's Betty from high school. You remember that one time, Bob." So right now I need.
Oh, I want Murphy to come in now.
Like, hey, he's like, Betty, what are you doing?
Who is this fuck?
I thought what was so special.
You see up the car, boom.
You just see a car barrel through the front of the bar. Guys, we need to go.
Give me another manipulation subterfuge diff 5.
Oh.
Nothing. Lady, I dropped out of high school my sophomore year. I don't remember you. And then she goes, and she looks at you for advice.
Elementary school.
You just motion grab the crotch harder. Seize the means of production.
Seize the meat.
Like.
Oh God.
Hey, I can do dominate, but
You could do that. Just walk up like having the sex with a woman.
but I only have dominate one though.
Fornicate.
Clearly she's doing it wrong. You have to show her how it's done. Push her out of the way and do it yourself.
Like, hey, Chuck, it's me from middle school.
You remember that time?
We were curious. It was summer camp. We both had too much high C.
Too much spaghetti in our noses.
That'll do it.
God damn it! What do you do? She's looking to you for advice.
Think about it, Adam. Think about it. Quickly.
I can't think about the
There's a timer.
We can cut this out though, don't worry about it. Yes, it's alright.
Cut out your silence.
So she says, sorry, I mistook you for somebody
thought you-
else, but that don't mean that the offer's not on the table, if you know what I mean. Now she's gonna roll a period subterfuge. Diff 4.
She's a peacock. She's gotta fly.
Oh. Okay. Did 4?
Yep.
Oh yes.
Okay, 3 successes. So he's like, alright, I don't have no bedtime. Betty says, there's just one little thing. Yeah. And Betty says to him, I got a kink, see? Yeah? That guy over there in the suit, he likes to watch.
And cry.
Oh man, that'd be the best.
The worst kind of cuck.
So you guys...
The capable group.
That's like the worst cliffhanger I've ever had.
So you guys sort of pull open the back door, and it's deathly quiet in here, which I do believe you were told that they could hear some sort of torture or suffering happening in here. So far, it's entirely quiet. You look about, and you're in a hallway right now, sort of used for employees-only purposes, where they might, conduct business, bring things in through the back. Off to one side, there's this large, storing area where all the shit that's waiting to go to the floor, I guess, is being kept, and you can see it through a plastic slat in the door. Do they have that in the 40s? I don't know. Anyway, and it's all draped in plastic and dusty paintings and everything off to this side. The hallway continues on, flanked by doors, which looks like offices and bureaucratic shit and stuff like that, and continues on to the museum proper. What would you like to do?
Carefully listen to my surroundings.
Carefully listen to your surroundings. Excellent. Do you have auspex?
No.
I do.
I do as well.
I don't, but I have really good ears.
Oh, you have a merit, don't you? You have the attentive?
Yep.
Okay. The attentive lowers your difficulty by 1?
No, it's a specialty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and do that. So while he's listening, do your characters honestly think I'm going to listen ahead? Or?
I'm gonna physically prepare myself by pulling my saber in one hand and my gun in the other.
Okay.
Ah, yes, like Masamune. And yes, I don't want to get caught off guard.
Okay, so you're going to activate your auspex?
I'm gonna be standing right between these two.
Alright, I'm going to say it's going to be a diff 8 for both of you guys. Yours is going to be a 6
Ah.
with your auspex active.
Same amount of success is 4.
4, okay.
So learn that, right?
Yes.
That's 4 successes.
You guys can definitely hear some sort of like rhythmic tapping coming from within the museum. Now you're listening through it through walls. Oh, did you? Oh, you weren't.
No.
You weren't listening.
I'm
Okay.
just physically preparing
You're
myself.
listening through it through walls, so you're not entirely certain what it could be just yet. But there's definitely a noise coming from somewhere in the museum proper.
It's a lot of heater.
Which way do you all think we should go then?
And before that, quietness.
That's probably my character's favorite power of yours.
Quietness.
Isaac, you need to teach me that.
Teach me it, or I will learn it.
Like,
You got it.
I was gonna make. Moving on. So yeah, quietness obfuscate, the usual.
Okay.
Then I will be standing close to buyer cash, no longer knowing where the other one is.
You can hear always.
Well, he's obfuscating, so I'm assuming I can't see you anymore.
No, you can't see me.
What's your auspex? They know.
I barely stole this from somebody.
Good way to go.
I also stole my aspects.
I stole celerity.
So,
like, what are these hearing things I can hear?
We can still hear you though, if you speak?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear in the bubble.
Well, I think if you speak, doesn't it break your obfuscate? Because the whole thing is you're clouding everybody's minds from your presence. So if you do anything to give yourself away, then it breaks.
this.
We can't see him.
Well, I could not speak. What do you want to know?
No,
It's not like I can't just re-obfuscate.
No, I'm just wondering which direction you two think we should go. I am the least tactically minded here.
How many directions are there?
To be fair, I'm not technical.
There's like a whole bunch of offices on that flank the hallway that leads into the museum proper. I don't mean to keep reusing that, but what you would actually consider to be the museum.
I guess we'll just keep going until we follow the tapping.
Okay. So you sort of wind your way through the hall, tapping slowly, getting louder and louder and louder, more bass, until it eventually starts sounding like footsteps. You come to a set of double doors that lead to the museum itself, and you can hear that the footsteps are coming from the other side.
We don't have anybody who can walk through walls.
Does it sound like they're rhythmically tapping on purpose?
No, it sounds like footsteps.
Okay.
Like if you imagine somebody walking at a little bit faster on a leisurely gait, it would, on a tile floor, it sound like click, 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 click,
Okay.
click.
Direction-wise, where's the fire?
So you're towards the back of the museum right now. Let's say you're on the south side. The fire's on the north side. And the footsteps are seeming to come from, let's say, east, northeast-ish. And they appear to be getting louder and louder and louder.
How many footsteps?
What do you mean, how many footsteps?
Like, how
Oh, you're trying to see how many people there are? It just sounds like one person.
Can I look through the door? Or is it?
Just one solar result.
They're solid wooden doors, but if you like, you can try to push it open and peek. That is going to require a roll, though,
I'm gonna go ahead and try that.
because it does sound like the footsteps are heading in your direction. Okay. So let's go with dexterity stealth.
Does he get a bonus for being in my bubble?
Well, it doesn't make any noise, so
He wouldn't hear the door creak.
he wouldn't hear the door creak at all. That's not it, but it's more a factor of him
Oh.
seeing. But it is dark. Hang on. I need to check something very quickly. Where am I toy door?
I'm opening it with my gun hand as well.
You're gonna open with your gun hand?
Yeah, just sort of gun in hand, open it slowly.
What kind of gun
Sure,
do you have?
friend. Go ahead and make your roll.
A Smith & Wesson.
Like heavy, right?
It's a heavy pistol.
Okay.
Highest roll was a 3.
So let's see.
Tell me you had Mausers? Mausers?
I don't know if Smith & Wesson made magnums, but I believe I did say it was a magnum.
You didn't happen to get a 1, did you?
Nope. 3 and a 2.
I think you did it.
Yeah, so as you begin to slowly push the door open with your gun hand, the footsteps stop. The door is not open all the way. You can't see out yet. They cannot see in, but the footsteps have stopped, so they clearly saw the door moving.
I'm gonna sort of back away and step behind Byra Cash.
Get behind.
He's like the opposite of a meat shield. Because like a meat shield is somebody you get behind and they're expendable, right? Because they're just gonna get blown away. Except if he was a meat shield, he's progressively moving forward as well as annihilating everything in front of him.
He's the vanguard.
Yeah, there we go.
You're a shock trooper.
But I don't got lightning.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
You don't want to be a shock trooper. This is the 40s.
Yeah, lightning and thunder.
Oh no, shock and awe.
Oh.
Player's guide? I do not have it.
What happened to the other anarchs?
Can I try
what,
to...
the core book? Anarchs Unbound are right there. What other Anarchs?
Are you talking about like physically
The
in the world of other people? I don't know.
Well, Smiling Jack kind of fucked off after he lit the restaurant on fire.
I know that, but I mean, like, what is Nines doing right now?
Nines is trying to deal with, getting those guys that got the shit beaten out of them squared away, finding them a haven.
Yeah. So they're all useless to us. Great. We ain't getting backup.
I'm gonna try to mimic the voice of one of those toreadors that we deauthorized.
How?
I'm basically gonna say, are you the cunt that lit Elysium on fire?
But how are you mimicking it? Like you're using your
my
voice. Okay.
Manipulation performance?
Yes, manipulation performance. I'm gonna call this one a 9.
A 9. 6 dice. Let's see how this turns out. I got a 10.
A 10. Good shit.
You got 10 successes.
From the other side of the door, in a very thick Hispanic accent, you hear, Fierro's not supposed to be here until Tuesday. Or tomorrow.
In a Hispanic accent?
Yeah, a very thick Hispanic accent I'm trying very hard to try to do and not make racist. Fierro's not supposed to be here till Tuesday. So he says, Fierro's not supposed to be here until tomorrow. And you don't need to be here at all. The place is going to burn down.
Can I recognize who it is?
Yes, you can.
Who is it?
This is the voice you heard on the phone after you got called by Reggie, your butler.
So this is the Nosferatu that's been torturing my manservant?
You can infer whatever you want. But
I'm gonna basically whisper to Biocash, I think this person's in our way.
Told them to stand us. In our way to what? In our way to what, though? I just kind of walked in.
He's locking the door.
and the footsteps start moving towards the door again.
I pull up my guns. Blink twice for yes, then, or blink once for yes and twice for no. Yes, double yes.
I'm just waiting for the door to open, standing behind Cash.
Okay.
It's like a Mexican standoff almost.
So,
How thick is this door?
if you were to imagine like a standard wooden door that you might see in like a school or something, they're usually about yay thick.
Not very thick.
You shoot through.
I might need to see the book.
Bob's got it right now.
Well, it's lost to time then.
Bob can read apparently.
Yeah. I don't care about the paths or the powers.
Alright, well that happens, we're gonna go back to Carlo Martina. So,
And then whenever she says that, I'm gonna just turn around.
you're gonna turn around and give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So, guy, she sort of like puts her arm around the guy's arm and lifts him out of the bar stool as he stumbles. And even though Betty is heavy, this guy is like truly heavy set, and he is like dragging her around as he tries to get his footing. And you can see the guy's looking at you and looks at Betty and says, I don't know, he looks a little weird. I'll try anything once. And they start stumbling up to you. Betty comes up to you with this sort of looks like she's trying to smile. Looks like she's trying very hard, but
It's just like,
but deep down, she looks deeply troubled, and you can hear her voice shake as much as she tries to disguise it. And she says, "You ready for this?"
The real question is, are you ready?
And the guy says, "Oh, I'm ready."
Well, let's get out of here then.
Well, where are we gonna do this? Says Betty.
Just follow me.
I know this museum down the street.
Oh, this pet shop down the street.
All right, so the two of them will follow you.
Follow. Wait.
We're not gonna go too far, are we? Says the drunk guy. My car's in the parking lot.
Car, you say?
I don't have a car anymore. Oh. Which one? Well, Chuck, which one's your car?
The Buick. Was it Buicks in the 40s? I think it was Buicks in the 40s. The Buick?
You know what was in the 40s?
Ford.
Volkswagens?
Yes.
Not here though.
We were in your car.
What the fuck?
Just sit in the back seat.
Crying.
Giving himself a sad hand job.
That's sandy.
Alright, I hope you don't mind the smell, though. They start stumbling, and he sort of leads you to this old, beaten down, like, peeled Buick, and opens the door for Betty in the backseat. My lady. And she sort of, like, climbs in looking at you.
And then, like, is it in a parking lot or is it?
Yeah,
like...
it's in the parking lot of the last round.
At this point, she realized she does not have a weapon.
Howdy, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this. It's fucking 4 a.m. So you better be fucking enjoying this. Somebody might be dying soon. I hope so. So, if you want to watch that and some more shit and know when that happens, like and subscribe. Turn on those little notifications. And we also do social media stuff, links below. And our friend here, Chaz, he also writes books that I'm sure are interesting. I'm not sure. But you can find out if you
And
buy
then let
them.
him know. I got a 5-star review, sir.
Oh, what did it say?
I will show it to you. It is a good, if you like good stories, and read this or something.
Nice.
Do you fucking love great fucking fantasy?